see right now, without LeBron, Lakers are struggling.
Let me tell you about a team I hate, all right? I know the Dallas Cowboy fan is here, so I had to make sure he knew how much I hate this team.
I'm ready.
I've often said that the people who run baseball, they try very hard to ruin it.
I'm from Brooklyn. I don't have a problem saying it to his face.
Oh, from Brooklyn.
Hey, you guys any...
You're listening to the Captain Jack Sports Show on Northeast Streaming Sports.
All right, everybody, how you doing? Captain Jack here. I know that Jimmy Farrell is ready. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit more central to the picture. And welcome aboard, everybody, to the show. Ed, I ain't stressing. I'm not stressing. No competition. No competition. And the reason why I say that is you people are here because you want to listen to quality. You want to listen to quality, and I appreciate that. But yeah, welcome to the regular Ask Captain Jack show. This is a Sunday appearance. And I like to be here looking out for everybody. Yeah, Jeff, doing Phillies tonight. I will be doing, and when Jimmy Farrell comes in, okay, I got it ready for him because we're going to be talking hockey. And I have, where's my Lightning hat? Oh, is it over there? Oh my goodness, I might have to wear. I had my light. It's over there. But I do have my Lightning. I do have my Lightning because I wouldn't. It's not that I wouldn't wear it. I got my Lightning jersey, so I'm in a multi jersey tonight. The only thing I don't have my Lightning hat. It's here. It's off camera, and I'm not gonna. I'm not going to worry about putting it on. Okay. Dave Guyette, no, I'm not a Yankees fan. No. Dave, I'm a Phillies fan. And I hang out with Yankees people because, again, when Jimmy Farrell comes in, we're going to be talking Lightning versus his Islanders. And congratulations, by the way. Congratulations to the Islanders going up 1-0 on the Stanley Cup. Was it the standing? The present Stanley Cup champion Tampa Bay Lightning. And yeah, see, Jeff, and I'm gonna put this up here. See, Jeff, there's a dude. God, why is it that every time I start my show, my eyes just begin to water like an SOB? You would be called a double teamer, Jeff Arguello. I don't care. Because I'm a fan of several different teams. Ed's with Jeff. Well, I know Jeff is a Dodger, as well as Ed. Ed Winchell is definitely a Dodgers fan. I think Ed's a Lakers guy too. And I do have a Tampa Bay. I know what hat I'll wear. I will be a double teamer, but I do have a Tampa hat to wear. And I also will be showing, I got Thunderbug here too. Okay. Unlike other people who actually talk to their dolls, I don't talk to my dolls. Just saying. I have them on set. I don't talk to them. I wonder if the dolls talk back. That's strange. That's strange. But if you are here, and thank you for being here, Canes 232 is also over on Instagram. If you're on Instagram, thank you for being here. Head on over to YouTube because right now you're just watching me do the show. And Ace, remember, that's Matt. Ed, that's surprising how, the Dodgers have been the team for the last several years, but the Giants definitely have their stuff together. Oh, Dave Guyette, man, that's a great subject. Dave, please, if you can't, call in. I'd love to talk to you about that, Dave, because I know that you watch via the Northeast Streaming Sports Network, and thank you for that. I am here on my channels along with Northeast Streaming Sports. So for some great sports commentary, thank you for being here, watching my channels, watching Northeast Streaming Sports. We are also on Zodiac TV. I got something to say about that. But I'm going to give you the chance, Dave Guyette, if you want to come in on camera. Okay, let me do this. I'm going to put out the link. If you'd like to be on camera, or actually, let me say this. You don't even have to be on camera, but it's better for sound. You don't have to be on camera. You can hit the link. You could be here. If you're shy, if you're camera shy, you don't have to be on camera, but you can be here via a link. And Dave, I'd love to talk to you about that as well, because that's it's important. I like the fact that they asked Trevor Bauer about that, and he didn't. No, it wasn't Bauer. Bauer says if you're gonna talk about it, or if you're going to enforce it. I like the fact that Garrett Cole didn't confirm, he didn't deny. So that kind of tells me that kind of tells me Garrett Cole is using some scuff or whatever the heck they're calling it. Yeah, I've been thunderstruck. The Lightning have been, at least today. The Lightning were today. And I didn't see the Phillies game because I was at work. I had to make up some hours from Monday. So I came in today. I made up like a couple hours during the week. I worked 9 hours instead of 8, and I did 4.5 today to make up. So I'm caught up. But I will say this though. I did see. Yeah, Dave. Sure, you can call in. Dave, if you want to call, let me put the number down too, or call in. I'd love to hear from you. What's my number? 813-690-834. Yes. There it is. The number is here as well. And I'm going to, because Dave Ayette's on Facebook, I'm going to put the Facebook link up. Where's the other Facebook link? Well, there's one of them. Okay. Actually, he's watching Northeast Streaming Sports. Call in 813-690-834. My number is up, Dave. Kelly Farley, welcome. Good to see you. I hope that you are well. Good to see Kelly Farley in here. And I did see Vicky. I sound like, what was the name of the show? Romper Room? Yeah, it was Romper Room. It says, I see Doobie and Dobby and little JoJo. And that, I hated that. Romper Room. Who the hell, does anybody remember Romper Room? If you remember Romper Room, first off, you're old. I'm going to say that. If you know Romper Room, you're old. If you don't know Romper Room, look it up. But Romper Room, and it was like Romper Room and Howdy Doody, like even predated Sesame Street. Okay? Young kids television. Oh, Mike Sarah says, unfortunately, yes. I saw it here. Yeah. Jeff, I hope to see you at the Pittsburgh game. I was looking for my flights today. Ed, by the way, Ed, do I need to be in on Friday for Pittsburgh? Do I need to be in Friday, or can I come in on Saturday? We got a call already. So let's do this. Let's listen to Houston Raider Steve.
Call from RDR Houston Steve. To accept, press 1.
I accepted. Steve, how you doing, brother? What's going on with
I'm
you?
as old as dirt. How you doing?
Yeah, so I know you're old as dirt. I know you remember Romper Room.
I do, and I remember the first TV show I remember really watching was before, it was probably either Captain Kangaroo or the Green Hornet, or there was another one, Davy Crockett. Remember Davy Crockett, or was that before your time?
Davy was a little before my time. I remember it. It was Wes Fenton, or was that guy the guy's name? Fess Parker.
Okay.
Fess Parker. I knew it was a Wes or a Fess Parker. It was a Disney production before Disney actually went out and did all the production, but it was a Disney production, wasn't it?
There was. Remember on Sunday nights they would say something about it's in color or something. It was on Sunday nights for Disney. That was a big deal that it was in color.
Yeah, I remember that.
The TV show.
Yeah.
Hey, Captain, I'm at that. How's your health, Captain? You doing okay?
Yeah. I'm doing okay. I mean, I not to alarm anybody, but sometimes I get my little flutters, and it bothers me because it's not angina, but it's just the flutters. It's the flutters. So whenever, and remember, I am very keen to it. So when I get my flutters, I actually pop in and listen. Oh, by the way, I wanted to say this because I know that who was talking? It was Dave Guyette. Dave, when I don't have a lot of calls, or so it's like I have one call at a time. Dave, you can call in after You can call in after Raider Steve because I definitely want to talk. I want to talk some baseball. I definitely want to talk some baseball. What's your HR Puffin stuff? Oh my goodness, that you guys are bringing me back, man.
Which is who?
I didn't watch HR Puffin stuff because I couldn't stand it.
I know, but I think one of them wasn't he the Artful Dodger, the Jack character? Maybe I'm dating myself, but of course I remember the movie Oliver. But I was going to say, of course, my big show growing up was Batman. That was really cool to watch that show.
Yeah, Batman with what is it? The guy who was eventually actually I think he got more mileage out of being Batman on the what was it, the show with actually he got more mileage out of it first on Family Guy and then also on the Family Guy first and then also the Big Bang Theory. What was Adam West? So Adam West, you milked that and it's great. And Adam West is still around, isn't he? He didn't die yet, did he?
He's still around, and also, of course, everybody wanted to ride in the Batmobile. My first crush was Barbara Eden, but my first one that I had, really piqued my interest was Julie Newmar in that Catwoman outfit, and of course Lee Merriweather. But Julie Newmar knew how to rock that outfit. But anyway, Captain, what do you think about this? I'm a big fan of, and I have been for years, and she's easy on the eyes to look at. Is the woman that's the San Antonio, Becky Hammond. They said she's up for the Pacers, the Portland, and the Celtics, but. How long do you think the Air Force captain Pop is going to be coaching? I think he's got another couple years. I'm hoping he steps down after this year to give Becky because she has such great insights and she's a basketball. If anybody deserves to be a head coach of the San Antonio Spurs or any coach, it's her. Because she's under Spurs and she knows her stuff. The Princess of Darkness of the San Antonio Spurs, as we all know, what your name was for us, our general manager.
Yeah, and you're talking about Amy Trask, and
Amy Trask.
But I would love to see Becky Hammond actually coach. But here's the thing: it's one of those things where if you are the assistant for so long, sometimes you just don't like to wait around. Which is why Jimbo Fisher left Florida State. Because he was sick and tired of waiting around for. Don Webb said Adam West passed away at 88 years old. June. Thanks for looking that up. Thank you for looking that up. So yeah, he died. Skull Raider joined us. Chris Lentz joined us on IG as well. Remember, if you are watching on Instagram, thank you for being here. Get on over to YouTube though, because you're just watching me do the show. You can actually watch the show, and I appreciate everybody being here. And Kelly, we all want you to do well. Obviously, we want Vicky to do well because, and I say this with respect, Vicky ain't no spring chicken, but she'll knock you out. She'll knock you out though. And what is it? Steve ain't no spring chicken. So
wait a minute, I am in my mind.
Well, yeah, in my mind, I'm only like 26. That's a nice round number. Yeah,
I like that, Captain. I was going to say, we're thinking about all of our Raider family and even people that aren't Raider family. We also are thinking about the General Ron, Raider Ron. I think he either had a birthday or maybe this is the anniversary of his passing, but you can't think of the Raiders without thinking about him and if you could tell your listeners what a great guy he was, man. They even thought he was a coach and everything.
Yeah, I tell you what.
For the Raiders. He was it 255 games or something?
It was at least 250, and I tell you what, Raider Ron was one of the main reasons why, and I'll say this, Raider Ron was one of the main reasons why my original club, the Florida Bay Area Raider Boosters, was green-lighted quickly. Because Raider Ron knew how much, and not that I'm breaking my hand, pat myself on the back, but Raider Ron knew how much hard work that I had done for that, and because Ron was very tight with Morris Bradshaw, he made sure that my application went in quickly and was streamlined and went to the top, and we got that club a lot quicker than a lot of other clubs. So I'll let folks know it was because of Raider Ron that the Florida Bay Area Raider Boosters got that got official real quick, and I love Raider Ron for it. I guess 518 has got to be Dave Guyette, okay, or is it Dave Guyette? It's Mr. Guyette. But yeah, wait until we get off because Steve talks a lot, and so do I, and I'll just say that Steve talks a lot, and so does I. But again, our bet, and yes, Vicky even confirmed it 5 years ago today. Wow, so it was. Because I know the Pulse nightclub shooting was 5 years ago yesterday, because I was over in the Orlando area and they did all sorts of things about that. So Ron died the day after the Pulse nightclub shooting. That's two hard kicks
it is.
in a row.
I knew Chris. I think she was really good friends with, of course, Ron and his wife and everything. And she said, Steve, I know how much of a friend you were to Ron, just like all of us are. She goes, he's here in his bed and everything, and this might, she says, just between you and me, off the record, she's talking real quiet. She says, I think this might be his last night, so if you want to say something, Ron, just tell him, whatever you want to say, and I'll put it up to his ear, and he's going to be able to hear you. He won't be able to talk, but he'll be able to hear you. So that's, we all, Raider Gloria and our good friend, what's his name, the one that, Gasty?
Yeah, Azel Grasty, and Oaktown Pirate, yes.
Yeah, and you can't, that's what I love about Raider Nation is all of our family. We've got such a big family. We all love each other. We're all brothers and sisters in Christ, and we all look out for each other. And that's why being a Raider fan and being part of Raider Nation is so special, Captain, is the relationships and the friendships that last a lifetime. And our people that have passed are always in our thoughts and prayers, and we're thinking about you, Raider Ron. God bless you and your wife. And permission to go ashore, Captain, and great show always, and good health to you.
Permission granted. Hey, Steve, thanks for being here tonight, partner. Always a pleasure hearing from you, and you take care as well.
You take care, and go Phillies and go Lightning.
Yeah, I'll say that. We'll hear from Jimmy Farrell in a bit as well. But thanks for calling in, Steve.
Have a good night. Take care. Bye.
All right. And now it's Houston Raider Steve. Mr. Guyette? I want to show you guys something as well, because I'm going to move my camera around, and I'm able to do this, okay? There you go. If you guys don't know who Raider Ron is, that is the gentleman in the middle with the white hat, okay? So, and Gloria is the lady with the two Ron's, Ron's left, the right in the picture. That's Raider Gloria, and she's passed on too. Okay. So two of those folks are no longer with us. Raider Ron, the general, and Gloria. And I know all of these people. Okay. I know my boy Twos. I know Barbie. I know Kirk Bronsford. I know obviously that's Rhinestone next to Ron, and Jerry is on the other side. Obviously Violator in the back corner. There's Metal Cindy, Skulls. That's was it Voodoo and Kukoi or Kukoi? Is Kukoi? I'm screwing up his name. And the other. Okay, we got a phone call, so let me get to that. Okay, hang on a second. Let me get to this. Hang on.
Call from
Dave.
Hey, Dave, how you doing, brother? Good to hear from you.
Good.
I'm glad.
Good. How you doing?
I'm good, partner, and I'm glad that you came in. I said I only have the one line. I'm not like a radio with like the 12 lines across where you can put everybody on hold. I only got one. So
okay.
I appreciate you popping in. And it's Dave Guyette, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I will make sure I put that in my phone. And by the way, again, folks that don't know, Dave Guyette watches from the Northeast Streaming Sports Network. From
Johnstown, New York.
There you go, from Johnstown. And again, so for me wearing this tonight is offending you, I'm sure.
Yes.
I tell you what, I didn't see any of the games this weekend. I was so busy. Yesterday I went over to my friend's house in St. Cloud, which is outside of Kissimmee. If you guys don't know where that is, basically go to Walt Disney World in the area around Walt Disney World. Okay, I was over at their house for a celebration. He had been in the as a cop for 25 years. Okay, and so he's celebrating that. So that's like a 2 hour. Actually, it was more than 2 hours because you got to go on I-4, and everybody complains about I-5 and the 10 in LA, guys. Traffic and accidents, one of the worst highways in the country, and you can look it up. Is Interstate 4. And there is always an accident on Interstate 4 between Tampa and Orlando. So every time I go over there, I'm going to get, waylaid by traffic. So I went over there anyway, and it took me like 3 hours to get home. But anyway, I went over there for that. I don't know what I was doing Friday, but I missed the game Friday. But I found out watching, and tell me about this. The Phillies won in the bottom of the ninth on Friday and Saturday night?
Yeah, both back-to-back hits. The same guy, I guess, did it for him.
Well, who won the game? Because, Dave, I apologize. I'm out of it. You're going to have to tell me who won the game.
Well, the Phillies did.
Well, okay, so you don't know the guy's name. I'll have to look it up. But
no, I know it was the same guy that did it.
Okay, I'll look it up. But I do know today that, again, I missed the game because I was at work, and I watched I tell you what, when I went into work, I looked up on the screen, and I thought Djokovic would have already No, I looked on the screen, and I was surprised that, was it Tsitsipas or Tsitsipas, whatever his name is, the Greek guy. He was up 2 sets. He was already up 2 sets. And I'm like, oh, my God. But I came there in time to see Djokovic starting to turn it around in the 3rd set. And so I watched from then on. So basically, Joker has to thank me for being the good luck charm to watching TV at the same exact time that he was starting to turn it around in the 3rd set, because he would not be the champion at Roland Garros today had I not watched in the break room while I was at work. And then, of course, I watched on my TV screen while I was at work. So Djokovic owes me, I don't know how much the prize money is, but maybe like 1/100th of that. You can send it to me. It would be good. But, so what now? Let me ask. I know that Nola was up today, and that's the reason why Phillies dominated 7-0 today. But what is up with the Yankees? I guess they're having problems in relief.
Well, they're not hitting. There's no pitching. Well, the pitching's doing good, but no hitting.
Well, what were the scores on Friday and Saturday? Were they like 4-3, 3-2? Games like that.
Well, last night I think it was 7-2. No, it was 8-7 yesterday.
Okay, 8-7.
Right?
Yeah, today
was 7. I think it was 8-7 yesterday.
Okay, and I know today was 7-0. So at least it was all Phillies today. So
today it was 7-0.
So yeah, it was high scoring. So, and again, the Yankees were supposed to be, the domination of the American League East, and everybody poo-pooed my Rays, and I will say because I am here in Tampa, and I actually do like 2 of the Tampa teams, not that effing football team, the fake Pirates. Do not like them at all, but I do like the Rays in the American League, and I like the Yankees just as long as they're not playing the Rays, because that was my father's team. And Al Davis's team, Al Davis loved the Yankees and the Dodgers. That's why, he was such a big fan, because he loved the power of the Yankees and the speed of the Dodgers. So I have a little bit of that going on as well. But now you wanted to talk about what are my thoughts on the controversy in baseball about it's not so that the ball, it's the goo or the whatever they're calling that, it's a substance. Okay.
Yeah, whatever they put on their fingers on the pitchers.
Right. Now, you tell me, I'll tell you what. You tell me yours, you show me yours, and I'll show you mine. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. This season they've been talking a lot about the cheating, but I think it's been happening for a long time.
Yes, it has been. It has been. And the reason why I know that is because just based upon statistics about, did anybody really know who Trevor Bauer was until a couple of years ago when he was as dominant as he was? I would say the same thing about Dallas Keuchel, although he hasn't been implicated yet. But my feelings are that Bauer and Keuchel and a couple of other pitchers, obviously Garrett Cole, were like, I want to say, basically regular Joes. And all of a sudden, they got that extra oomph on their spin rates and all the other things like that. So it's got to be pitchers that have been using this for years. And now it's coming out. So now it's a big thing. I think they said that the average in baseball is 236 or something like that. There's already been about more no-hitters already. And I saw Jared's up there. So I know Jared will call in about this as well later on. There's been more no-hitters in the earlier part of the season than there had ever been, I think, in the history of baseball, and it's because of the goo, the stuff, and
right.
So
especially this season, right?
Right now,
what's our like 6 or 7 no-hitters now, right?
Yeah, and actually there would have been another one had the stupid, and I know that my boy Jeffrey Paul, the comedian, was talking about it as well with Madison Bumgarner. He didn't get credit for a no-hitter because it was only a 7-inning no-hitter, because it was a shortened game because of the quote unquote the COVID rules.
Doubleheader.
Yeah, because it was a doubleheader, so he didn't even get a chance to get his no-hitter quantified because of that stupid rule. So Madison Bumgarner actually threw one as well, but he didn't get credit for it. So, and again, it's got to be what they're putting on the baseballs, what they're putting, or actually not on baseballs, but the tackiness or the tack that's going on their hands in order to control the baseballs. Now, I'm going to say something that is probably going to blow a lot of people's mind, because I don't like cheating. I don't like cheaters. I can't stand the fact, you talked to me about the Astros, and this is a sore subject when it was with Steve, because Steve is an Astros fan, and he was pissed off that the only World Series that they've had was tainted because of the cheating scandal. And it was of a mind, because, and that was straight up cheating because of the technology. It's a technology cheating issue. This one,
right,
I'm not as hard on. No pun intended for using the word hard and on. For the audience here. Okay. Luke Williams. Okay, thank you there. Chris Lynch was saying Luke Williams won on Wednesday night. Gene Segura Thursday and Friday. So yes. So Gene Segura, our wonderful infielder, second baseman, and Segura has been clutch very, very much this year. Getting back to point, the tack on the baseball, I think, is necessary, because you have these guys that are throwing in the upper 90s to low 100s, to a couple guys can pop at 100 miles an hour. And Dave, may I ask how old you are?
I'm 56.
Okay, good. So you're my age, right?
Yep.
Literally, you're my age, because I'm 56 as well. You remember as a child, or I'm sure you do, Tony Canigliaro?
Yes, I do.
Outstanding. So you know what a baseball can do to you when it hits you in your eye socket. I mean, Tony Canigliaro was out of baseball. He tried to come back, from
the Red Sox.
Right. He tried to come back, but he was never the same. And there have been plenty of players that have been ruined by a well-placed, and in air quotes, a well-placed fastball up at the head, whether it was intentional or not. But pitchers have got to have that extra bit of control in order for them to do the job. Okay? In order for them to do the job, I really think that it's something that it's universal. Like all pitchers or the majority of predominance of pitchers are using this. So I would much rather have it where it's kind of like an accepted thing for all of baseball, because then you know whether you're the best pitcher in baseball or the guy who just gets on the staff at the lowest level, but he makes the team, at least he has that bit of control on the baseballs, so that, he's not going to, or is less likely to, the ball slipped out of my hands, like all of the crap that you hear from your Yankees against the Rays. We're going to go back to that. And I tell you what, it was when your boy, what the hell is the guy's name? The guy that your relief ace,
Chapman.
Chapman. Thank you.
Chapman?
Yeah, when Chapman throws at a Ray's head and he says, it slipped. Come on. Okay.
Right.
So I would rather have it be a kind of a universal thing where you use that in order to control the baseball more, but at least it's across the board. Because what Trevor Bauer was saying, and I agree with him, is that either you make people stop using it, or you start calling it, or you don't. But don't be, this day, that day. If it's on a Wednesday, I'm not going to call it if it's a day game, but on Wednesday night games, they're going to call it. Be consistent. And that's what I really think.
Every day.
Be consistent with it. But, if that the tack that they're talking about on the baseball is universal, then at least you're going to you're dealing with it. So as a hitter, do something to shorten the swing, choke up on the bat, do something, because if the pitcher is beating you all the time, then you have to adapt to that. In my estimation, that's what needs to be done. What are your thoughts on that there, Dave?
I agree.
Okay, I'm also gonna say, Dave, as well, are the Yankees, are they going to do enough this year to, if they don't get their stuff together, they're even looking on I'm not sure if they are, I'm sure that they are in wild card contention, but they're not as good as everybody said that they should be. And that's surprising to me. The Dodgers are not as good as everybody should be. I know that Ed is a big Dodgers fan. So I'm kind of wondering, what are your thoughts on why the Yankees, like you're saying, it's untimely hitting? So what needs to be improved? And by the way, I think Boone sucks as a manager.
Well, I think a lot of it is with Cashman, the GM.
Okay. Now, Cashman, I was going to say, Cashman put Boone there because Boone was not let's put it this way. Boone is not the second coming of Billy Martin. Okay.
Right.
He won't get in your face, and he plays, there's nothing wrong about a guy who uses, stats and, the guy, I can't remember what the cybermetrics and things like that. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, even the Rays coach uses cybermetrics to a degree, but he uses his gut feelings and instincts more than Boone does. And I think that until Boone figures out that there's more to baseball than cybermetrics, the Yankees are going to suffer under Cashman. But the Cashman, wanted somebody that basically he could put, the thumb on and kind of, keep him under his thumb. And I think that until the Yankees get a more forceful manager, they're going to be also rans in the National League East, the American League East.
Right. You got the Blue Jays that have, I think they got like 21 injuries and they're still winning.
Yes.
You got the Rays. They trade all their best players and they still win.
Yeah. And there are plenty of Rays that are still injured.
Right.
I mean, it's not a season until Kiermaier's out for at least 3 weeks, and he might not be the best player, but he's their heart and soul, especially due to the fact that the kid that they got rid of that's now playing with the Giants, whose name escapes me, he was their best player for the longest time. That was the face of the Rays for the longest time, and then they traded him to the Giants, and I'm sure he's doing well with San Francisco because the Giants are the best team in the National League, folks. Not the Dodgers, it's the Giants.
Right.
So, but your thought. I mean, Jimmy Farrell, who's also a Yankees guy, he says that he doesn't think the Yankees are going to make the playoffs.
I don't know. Right now they're 8.5 out. It's not looking good.
And I tell you, man, the Blue Jays with all that young talent and all of the juniors on the team, they're not all juniors, but I call them all the juniors. You got Bichette, you got Biggio, you have the free swinger that hit all those. When I watched them with the Phillies, because I watched my Phillies play the Blue Jays in Dunedin this year. That's the only games I got a chance to see. What's his the Hispanic kid from Cuba, a junior, and they got all of that talent on that team. George Springer's on that team, even though he's a cheater, and they got another cheater from the Astros, but they got a good young club in Toronto. So I think that the best teams in the AL East are the Rays and the Blue Jays, and the Yankees, they got to get over their injuries and they got to play a lot better for me.
Yeah. So I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Well, we'll see.
My opinion.
Yeah. Well, but Dave, I appreciate you watching, man, because I know that I'm pushing out Northeast Streaming Sports when I see you pop in on your comments, and I'm very, very happy that you had a chance to come in tonight. It's always a pleasure talking to somebody that's watching the shows, and I appreciate you doing that.
All right.
Dave,
nice talking to you.
Yeah, you got it. Take care there, Dave, and don't be a stranger. Keep on watching and call in when you can as well.
Okay, have a good night. Thank you.
All right. Thanks again, Dave. You take care.
Bye.
All right. That was Dave Guyette, who's watching over at the Northeast Streaming Sports. Great to hear from him as well. Where's the boo? I'm not hearing it. There you go. Pittsburgh report coming up soon. Jared says, and this is and I'm going to go right from Jeff Arguello, who says it might be the Nets. I don't know. Oh, I got another call. Okay, let's see who this. This number's not in my phone either. Okay, I don't know.
Press 1.
Okay, we'll hear who this is. Who is this? Who's on the phone?
Hey, this is Frankie.
Frankie, how you doing, Frankie? What's going on with you?
I'm doing super well. How you doing?
How you doing, Frankie? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Toronto.
You're calling from Toronto. Okay. Well, Frankie from Toronto, what brings you on the show tonight? Good to hear from you, Frankie.
I was wondering if you saw the walloping that the Jays put on the old Red Sox today.
No, I missed it. Talk to me more about it. I love to hear it when Boston teams get their butts kicked.
Oh, they got absolutely destroyed. It was like Chris Brown and Rihanna out there, for Christ's sake. Yeah.
Not that I condone Chris Brown and Rihanna, by any stretch, but that's a good visual. So, what was the score? Give me some of the highlights of the game.
Oh, it was 18-4. It probably could have been even higher too if the Jays even tried a little bit.
Wow.
They just took it right through them. Just walloped them.
18-4. My goodness. And Frankie, are you what channel are you watching on?
I'm watching you on the YouTube there.
Yeah, no, but which channel? Are you watching my channel or are you watching Northeast Streaming Sports?
I'm watching Captain Jack Rackham.
Okay, good to see you. I appreciate you watching there on Captain Jack. Frankie, so you're from Toronto. Now, are you more of a baseball fan, or what other sports are you watching as well during the doldrums of June, kind of getting into July? What other than the Blue Jays, and again, anytime a Boston team loses, I love it. I love it for sure. But what else? What else trips your fancy other than that? And by the way, I saw the Blue Jays. Like I said, I saw 2 of their games this year in Dunedin playing the Phillies. Phillies came back and won the first game, and then they got busted on the second game. I think there was a shutout. It was like either 1-0 or 2-0. The 2 games down in Dunedin, and then on Sunday they lost to the Jays as well. So very good team, the Blue Jays. And talk to me about, like I said, why is it, and I should say, when do you think the Blue Jays are going to have enough to overcome the Rays in the American League East?
Well, they're stacked. They put in these good teams right there. They're taking them down left, right, and center. So I think they're really they got a shot this year. And it's COVID era, obviously. So it's kind of going to be an asterisk above it. Like they had Yankee because all the Canadian teams were in the one league there.
Right.
But when the Leafs got knocked out, oh geez, that was a hard one. It's a real tough blow to my pride there. And then they lit up the CN Tower with the gosh darn Montreal logo, and it's like, well, this isn't even their city. Like they can't be like showing off Montreal and Toronto. We bleed blue over here. Okay, you know what I mean.
Wow. I see that's kind of like analogy wise, that's kind of like flying a World War II era Nazi flag from the Eiffel Tower. You just don't do that. You don't.
Yeah, there's some things that are sacred. Yeah.
Exactly. So I gotta ask. With Toronto being knocked out and the Canadiens, I mean, yes, the Canadiens swept the Jets. But is it just me, or do I don't think that the Canadiens are going to be able to sustain anything, and I think that they're going to be it's going to be a short series with Vegas. And how do you see that series going? By the way,
well, Vegas is stacked. They're crazy down there. I don't know what they put in their water, but every single year those guys come out, they're just insane. Like, for a new team to be doing that, it's insane. It's unheard of. And if they just make 100 new teams, then we'll make a whole new league. You know what I mean? These guys are crazy.
Yeah, it is. Now, how often do you get a chance to see the Maple Leafs over there in your hometown?
Well, I haven't been to a game in a little bit there, but gosh, when Sundin was playing, gosh, I must have been at more games than I wasn't. I ended up winning tickets to see him backstage, and he hit on my wife a little bit, so I just I let it slide, because it's Sundin.
Right, yeah.
It kind of stuck with me.
Yeah, at least look at it this way. If Matt Sundin is hitting on your wife, you got a hammer for a wife.
It's true. I'm a lucky guy,
There you go. See, I haven't really been paying attention. I mean, I'm old school Maple Leafs. I remember, was it Daryl Sittler and Rick Kehoe, or am I really dating myself?
It was a good old days.
Yeah.
Sittler used to smoke cigarettes on the bench.
yeah. And I was going to say, but this was when he was playing. He was smoking when he was playing.
Yeah, back in the day, there's stories about this guy doing all kinds of stuff before social media and everybody filming everything. But you know, these guys are legendary stars.
Wow. So again, now I'm trying to think because again, I remember my first look at hockey cards was like in 70. I want to say the 73 Top Series, and just how unique that they were. Because they kind of got out from the cartoonish cards that they had like the couple years prior. And actually, the first time I saw them, I thought these are fake cards because I thought that because I was so young, I didn't realize that they changed the setting every year. And then I got, oh, okay, well these are new. So, but I remember, like I said, Rick Kehoe, Daryl Sittler, and it just rings out, that those were the Maple Leafs. And it was actually, I think that was also the same year that they went from the multiple leaf Maple Leaf or the old school Maple Leaf to the newer one that you saw. I think that was around the same time that they transitioned for that as well.
Yeah, they had. I remember when they switched over the logo there, and I remember getting some hockey cards, when I was a kid, and they used to have silly little things on them, like I had a Marty Brodeur card, and he was eating a pizza or something. It wasn't always an action shot, it was cool things.
Yeah, I tell you what, man. I do you have your old card series as well? You still? I don't collect. Every now and again, I get like a wild hair. And I'll like go into a store or I'll see him someplace and I'll pick up a few packs just to reinvigorate my youth. I don't collect actively anymore, but I still got all my old cards.
There's barely some good money in them cards. They're making a comeback there. I got rid of all mine. Must have been a long time ago now. But yeah, I used to have a lot. It's hard to find a collector or a buyer. You can't be just is $1,000 card, but who's going to give you $1,000?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I still have. I hate the fact, and I think I've said this before on my show. I had my first big series collecting was 1973 Topps baseball, and because my brother and I were so pissy about whose cards were who, that my mom put our initials on the back of the cards, right? So I had my initials JAL and my brother had his initials MDL, because that's what moms do. They don't know that you just knocked off like thousands of dollars for a card. And the other thing that I did was when my mom stopped doing them and I started collecting them more, I did it. So I started putting JL on my cards, and I eventually bought my brother out. I actually used the money that I had from my allowances, and I said, hey, I'll buy your cards. So I gave him a bunch of my allowance money. So I bought out all of his cards. And later on, he said, like, hey, I want my cards back. I'm like, screw you. I paid for them years ago. Well, they're my cards. I'm like, no, I bought them. So, so I go through them. And like I said, I didn't do it with the 74s and on because they were all mine. But God, if I could have just not put my initials on them, I think that I might have, and I'll have to look, I think I might have a Mike Schmidt rookie card without the initials on it. And because the Mike Schmidt rookie card in 73 was like a two panel, it was like future stars for the Phillies. And it was Mike Schmidt with somebody else, and so I still have that. I'll have to look because that might be the. And I remember the Hank Aaron card that year was an action shot of him reaching up for like a pop fly at first base. I remember the Pete Rose card that year. I remember all these different cards I had. Oh, and the Roberto Clemente card that was his last card. And even if you look at it, it looks like, and he was dead at the time. But it looked like the picture was kind of like fuzzy and hazy, and they ended up putting that card out, even though he had died in either like New Year's Eve or like it was. I think it was New Year's Eve, 72 to 73. But they still put that card out. Topps did. So I even remember that card as well. So that's awesome, though. So Frankie, I got to ask, who's winning the cup this year? and in how many games? Because I know that we're going to have Jimmy Farrell, who's a big Islanders guy, going to talk to me about the Islanders playing the Lightning. I think Vegas has the Canadiens no problem. Ultimately, who goes and wins the Cup this year?
I think Vegas is taking her, It's going to be Vegas and Tampa, and I think it's going to 6. And I stand by that, because I don't think the Lightning, without Dave Andrechuk, they don't really don't see them winning it, Stamkos is good. He's a good guy, good Canadian kid. But, my money's going to be on Vegas, just like every time I go to Vegas.
Okay.
And my money down.
And how often do you go to Vegas there, Frankie?
I usually go about 2 times a year. I'm a small business owner, so I get to write her off and go to the few conventions. I haven't been in last year, obviously, but it's a good time. You meet some people and they're up at the same ideas.
Well, Frankie, I'm going to be, or at least my plans are, I'm going to be in Vegas for every Raider game except for Christmas. So if you are in Vegas when the Raiders are playing, make sure you give me a call. You got the number, obviously. And get with me, and then hopefully we'll see you for one of the events out in Vegas. And definitely, I appreciate you calling in and continue to do that.
It's awesome. Yeah, you take care, eh?
Hey, you take care as well, partner, and thanks for contributing to the show.
All right. Talk to you later.
All right. Be well, Frankie.
Bye-bye.
All right. That's cool. Frankie from Canada called in. And I want to get, I was going to say, Dave Guyette says that baseball cards are not as important than before. Well, they're always well. Vicky, Pete Rose Gamble, but the 20-year steroid sheet. I tell you what, and we were talking for Dave Guyette, and here it is. Dave was talking about the Yankees were favored to win the World Series at 97%. Nah, man, not at all. Doc Cabral's in here. Doc Cabral's good. Hey, good to see you as well. Doc Cabral, that was Frankie calling from Toronto, and he was giddy. He was giddy, goony goo goo happy about the Toronto Blue Jays just whooping on the Red Sox today. He was giddy. It was so awesome to hear the positivity in his voice. It is Ask Captain Jack. Good to see you as well, Doc. What did I say? Sheesh? What's the sheesh about? Yeah, I thought Ed was calling in. Don Webb. Dude, what? Hey, come on. Stop that. I want to bring in. I've had him backstage for a while. I apologize. We're doing it. Let me get. I'm going to bring him on. I got to get rid of the portion here so we can see him. So I don't like to have a hand up in front of his face. Did you see that WTF? Did you see the hand in front? See, there you go. If I do that, you have a hand in front of your face. So I don't like that to happen. How you doing tonight? What's going on with you? How's WTF doing tonight?
I'm good. I just watched the last couple of innings, watching my Cubbies beat the Cardinals. So yeah, but
okay. I turned on the game last night just in time to see Yanni Molina throw out Rizzo at second base. That's the only thing I saw the entire because I was flipping through the dials. Was it last? Maybe it was 2 nights ago. Whatever night it was either Saturday night or maybe you said what's tonight? Today's Sunday. Yeah, so it would have been yesterday. Yanni Molina, and they originally called Rizzo safe, and you look at him, and Rizzo's like going doing the he's like, oh man, you can hear the mic, because I guess the umpire was Mike. And he was gigging off, man, because he knew he was out. So when they did the overview, it was cool to see that. And Jimmy Farrell, I'm waiting for you to call in because I know the WTF is going to talk about. He's talking about his Cubbies, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how are the Cubs doing this year? Because I did have on I know they're not winning their division because I think the Brewers are winning that division.
Tied.
Oh, okay. Well, when I looked before the show.
Yeah, it's because the Bruins played earlier today, I think.
Okay. Because when I looked before the show, the Brewers were winning the division. That's my mea culpa. When I went to press, the Brewers were winning the division, so that it is tied. Okay. Well, thank you for clarifying that. Saying no, it's a tie. Damn it, better get your stuff. Okay, so that's good. So now, are you going to be heading out to Wrigley to do any games this year, or what? Or how far away are you from Chicago?
I'm about an hour away, so it's not that bad. I don't know. I want to go to a game. I might. I got to talk to my dad. The Cubs are surprisingly doing good. I actually might go to the Sox-Cubs game because I like the Sox, but I'm more of a Cubs fan.
Right.
Cubs have surprised me this year.
Yeah.
Very surprised me that they're 38-27. So yeah, but I think if we keep playing like this, we'll be a good playoff team, I think. But
okay. Well, I mean, if you're tied for first, then that means that you should probably at least be one of the wild cards if they continue.
Yeah.
But I tell you, they lost. I know Rizzo's still on their team, but they lost the kid from Vegas. I can't remember where he went to. But
Schwarber?
Yeah, Schwarber went to the Nats, but they lost the other guy too, didn't they?
I don't know. All I know is the pitcher?
No. It was one of their big three. It was like Rizzo, Schwarber, and then the other guy that was from Vegas that was a big time Cub power hitter.
Chris Bryant?
Yes, Chris Bryant.
He's on the team.
On the team? Okay, then I apologize.
No, you're fine. I was like, oh shoot, am I missing something?
No. Okay. Did you say that way? Did you say shoot, or did you say otherwise?
No, I said shoot.
Okay, thank you. Because again, if you said that means I don't have to go back and do the show. Hey, Nuggets on. What's up?
What's up?
Yeah, Nuggets here. Good to see Nugget on the show as well. And yeah, Cubs are in the playoffs. Okay, well, see, Ed Winchell thinks like you, the Cubs should be in the playoffs. I ain't watching this.
There's a lot of
Is the basketball game over?
Suns. You talk about Suns?
Yeah, Suns Nuggets.
No, that game's still going. I'm watching that right now.
I'll watch because I was watching the Olympic trials with diving and swimming because I wanted to see. I like that. I mean, it doesn't get a lot of press, but I like that.
I haven't watched that oh my god, I haven't watched that since Michael Phelps was a swimmer.
Well, Michael Phelps was on tonight with a beard.
Really?
With a beard, yes. So, I mean, I know he shaves it when he's competing because just that slight whatever it is in your body, that they grease it up and they shave all their heads or they wear the cap, whatever that tenths, 100ths, thousandths of a second they need, a beard is definitely not. So again, he's not in competition mode for sure.
Yeah.
There you go. And now Philly's in the house, Mike Gibbons, so said hi to him as well.
Loaded house tonight, huh?
Yeah, it is. And Vicky, what's going on? You're not out. I don't know, Vicky. What's going? I can't get all of the. I can't keep track of all these conversations. I'm okay. And Asylum somewhere on the ship. So yeah, Asylum's in the head. He's on the ship. So what's?
Hey, let me ask you this.
Yes.
So, what do you think about the Phillies?
I like the fact that they swept the Yankees, but that's the Yankees.
Yeah.
Because the Yankees were supposed to be as great as they are. And by the way, Phoenix is up 5 points. 5 points on the Nuggets with 8:14 to go. So if they win, they're done. Ed Winchell, I see you. Get ready. Get ready for your shot because Ed Winchell's going to come on board here pretty soon as well. I love my Phillies, but I also want Jimmy Farrell to come up because I want Jimmy Farrell to talk about hockey. And when Jimmy Farrell talks about hockey, I'm going to put on my Lightning jersey because I'm going to give him the availability. We're talking hockey. I'm going to wear my Lightning jersey for that. So I got to ask you, WTF, because again, we know you're a Cubs fan. We know you're a Washington fan. Who do you think is going to win the Cup, and who do you think is going to win in basketball?
I hope. So what do you have? The Islanders, Lightning, Canadiens, Knights?
Yeah. And Frankie from Toronto has already stated that the Knights are going to win. He thinks that he says Knights over the Lightning, so he thinks that this one game was just an aberration with the Lightning losing today. I know Jimmy Farrell definitely thinks that the Islanders are going to – I tell you, Islanders are going to be a very tough team to beat. But,
yeah. I watched a little bit of the Islanders. I haven't watched too much playoff hockey. I've been stuck on basketball. But I know the Islanders Lightning series is going to be a really good series. I hope the Knights win over the Canadiens.
They will.
As that goes on. And I hope I want to see the Islanders win. I don't know, man. I was born in Tampa, so I have a slight edge on the Lightning, but I usually go for the New York team because my mom was born there. So Lightning won last year, right?
Yeah, Lightning won last year.
I'm gonna go with the Islanders. I don't like repeats. Only if it's the Bulls. So.
Okay. Well, I'm holding you to all of these predictions because you're going to be there with a New York sports team halftime, week 2 on the Thursday show. The You Don't Know Jack About Sports on halftime. Hopefully, you and New York sports team Gabe will be in on that, and I think he will. I think that I got you down to that. So
I think he will too.
I think he will. So other than so your Cubbies got your attention. If you see the Cubs play the Sox, are you going to Wrigley or are you going to Comiskey?
I think probably. I think they play in August somewhere. I looked it up. My mom's boyfriend. I think he's a ticket holder for the Sox. And he is a big Sox fan. So I think if we do.
I was saying, if he's a ticket holder for the Sox, and you're going to go to Comiskey.
Yeah, so probably the 27th. Yeah, because they play in August 3 games, and then they play August 27th. I haven't even looked at that. So.
Well, I will tell you this: I wanted to go to a White Sox game when I was going through Chicago the last time that was years ago, and my friend told me no, because it's south Chicago. And they said don't go there because I had all our stuff because we were on vacation and we had all of our stuff in like one of those like SUVs. They said you will come back and all your stuff will be stolen. So I'm like, okay.
Southside's not a great part. But it'll turn around. It's not going to be bad. I know, like, there's a lot of stuff that does happen. But hopefully it'll turn around soon.
Okay.
So, I've never been to the South Side. I know my dad, sometimes he does Uber, and he goes over there at night, and he did it once, and he does not do it again because it's different. It's
right.
different.
If you're going to go South Chicago or South Side of Chicago, make sure you're packing.
Yeah.
Make sure you're packing.
Agreed.
Okay. Well, hey, WTF, thanks for coming on tonight, partner. Always good seeing you. And I'm going to get to Ed. Do you know Ed? Have you met Ed?
No, I don't think
Let me
so.
bring Ed on. So you got. So this is it. The old dude and the young dude. And I'm not the old dude in this equation. I am the medium-aged guy.
Who's the old dude?
You're the old dude, Ed. You're the old dude. You're
I'm
the old
50
dude.
going on 51.
Okay, you're full of crap. You're full of crap.
Hello, young man. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I always loved me a Cubbies fan.
Yes.
I had the first row behind the visitors' dugout the last time I was there when Bobby Bonilla played for the Mets.
Oh, wow.
Way back.
Yeah, I don't even remember that.
It was before your time.
Oh,
Wasn't
yeah.
even a twinkle in your parents' eyes.
I think that I don't even think his parents were
Married.
Well, no, I don't even think that they were old enough to do such things at that time.
Oh, yeah, it was a while back. Let me tell you, Wrigley and Dodger Stadium and Fenway are the best stadiums in the league.
Yes. I went to Wrigley once with some of my cousins, and I think it was either the second inning. It got rained out, so we had to leave. So I'd never been there for a full game, but when I was there, that stadium it's beautiful.
I was there before they had lights.
Really?
Before lights, yeah.
Wow.
And you can have people from the apartments, from the outfield, watch the game from their apartments.
Wow. So are you a Eagles fan?
No. Raider fan.
He's a
Raider.
Yeah, yeah. He's a Raiders fan. He's a Raiders fan.
I love me some silver and black.
That is.
Hey, I said it. I said on the show once. I said I got the Raiders win the division. So I said it once.
I don't know if they're going to beat Kansas City. I doubt that, but I know they're going to the playoffs.
Yeah,
Okay.
I really think they can win. The only reason I think they can win the division is how they played versus Kansas City last year. Was that one game that they played? They scored 42 points?
Yeah, up in Kansas City.
Yeah, that was a great game, and that was I count that as one kind of their only loss. I'm
a very, very long-time Raider fan. All I want the Raiders to do, we're still building, but we're built. All I want us to do this year is make the playoffs. Next year, go further and go from there. So if they make the playoffs this year, it's considered by Raider Nation to be a fantastic year, I think.
Yeah, I agree because I'm a Washington fan. I mean, as you can see. Since we won the division last year, I think we have the most confidence going into this season that we're going to win because it's not that we had the experience, is that our guys, I think, really want to run it back. And the whole division's ready, but I think we have it this year.
You think you could take Dallas?
I said it with the Giants too. I think we're gonna split the Giants, and I think we're gonna split with Dallas. We're sweeping the Eagles, but
Everybody's going to sweep the Eagles.
Yeah, but I think we'll split with both of the other teams. Dallas's offense looks really good.
Very good. Very good.
Until their defense plays, I'm not going to say too much on their defense because they drafted a lot of defensive players. I think that was more than half of their draft was defense. So I can't speak too much on their defense. Last year, their defense wasn't good. But yeah, if their offense is healthy, especially with their O-line and Zeke, that their offense is really good.
No, I see the NFC East as Dallas, Washington, New York, then Philly.
Okay.
I can see that.
That's where I see it.
All right. WTF, I'm going to let you go there, partner. I wanted you to meet the old man in the sea.
The old man.
and somebody that makes me look young, for sure. Hey, WTF, thanks for coming aboard there, partner. Always good hit.
Nice meeting you, young man.
Yeah. Nice meeting you. Thank you, Captain. You guys have a good night.
Time.
See you guys.
You guys take care. That's WTF, and I got Ed Winchell on. Ed, what are you doing tonight? Okay, and here we go. I'm gonna put Matt Bouchane on. Travis Kelce says Chiefs Browns are neck and neck.
No, wrong. Kansas City will beat Cleveland any day of the week.
And he says doesn't mention. Of course, it's Travis Kelce. And, the reason why he put that on there, because Matt is a Browns fan. And I say that because what do you find in your underwear? Browns. Okay.
Nah, all these Brown fans, Cap, now that they're semi-relevant after 50 years, it's all in their head. They don't know what to do.
Well, I mean, I will say this. I really think the Raiders are going to have a hard time beating Cleveland this year in Cleveland because it's a December game.
So it's going to be a weather game.
It's going to be a weather game. And, obviously you just look at, because we don't know how the Raiders are going to be playing at that point. We don't know how the Browns are going to be playing at that point. But if you just look at it it's June. If you look at it as of right now, in June, without everything being even, it's an early game in the weather in Cleveland. So I have that as an L right now, but it doesn't matter because the Browns suck.
Plus, I don't believe in a second half of the season jinx. I just think that happened the second half of the season, the last couple of years. But I don't consider that to be like something they got to be concerned about.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
And Boca Diaz, thank you for being here. Boca Diaz, because I got Boca Diaz on my line, I'm going to put my Ed, you're going to have somebody on. There you go. You got me waving at you, Ed, because,
Is that like goodbye?
Yeah.
Are you waving me goodbye?
No. I know. I'm not waving goodbye yet. It just that because we have Oscar's on in Instagram. I always like to show that I support Oscar. And remember, you can also have your own Bocadilla.
What's a Bocadilla?
A Bocadilla is the cartoon figure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can have your own Bocadilla by going to Bocadilla's universe, and Oscar will make you one. So, Ed, if you have a picture of you in a Raider jersey, he can have a picture of you, a caricature of you in your Raiders jersey, and then you can have your own Bocadilla. You can be a part of the universe.
Can he do Rose and I together in a Raider jersey?
Yeah.
So I want to talk to him about that. I'd like to do that.
Yeah, go to Oscar. Oscar's on Instagram right now. I'm going to wave to him again. Oscar,
I want to have him do Rose and me.
Well, you got to go to the website, dude. He ain't gonna come to you. You got to go see him. So it's Bocadillas. Be a part of Bocadillas universe. I will try to supply that to you via text.
Can you send me a link so I can get in touch with him, please?
I'll do that. Oscar, send me a link so that I can send it to Ed. And then
I appreciate that.
Okay.
I really do.
With that Matt Bouchane is smoking something.
He always does.
Yeah, Matt Bouchane. Here's Matt Bouchane. The Raiders will not move forward without a proper quarterback. He's better than your quarterback, Matt. That's
a Browns fan that doesn't know what he's talking about. Usually they don't know what they're talking about, but they sure are loud lately.
Yeah, well, that's because, remember, Browns are what you find in your underwear from too many phones.
The Browns haven't been relevant since Jim Brown.
No, I wouldn't say that. The Browns haven't been relevant since Sam Rutigliano.
How long ago was that?
When the Raiders beat them in the game with the Cardiac Browns. And, they with Brian Sipe and Don Cockcroft, and the Raiders beat them on Red Right 88.
Sipe was good.
Yeah, Sipe was good. Okay.
So I think Brooklyn's going to take the title this year.
Okay. And Matt, just shut up.
Just shut up, Matt.
Stop with your stupid comments, Matt.
Stop smoking the reefer, man.
Stop with your stupid comments, Matt. I'm just seriously. Stop with your stupid comments. Okay. We know
I don't think I'd get along with Matt.
Yeah, so look at this. When we beat you, I'll be calling in. I've already stated, Matt, that I picked the Raiders to lose that game. So shut up. Okay? I have that as a loss as of right now. Now, if it changes and the Raiders are playing a lot better when we go into Cleveland, then I will change my mind. But just shut up. Okay? When we beat you guys, I'll be calling in. Why do you got to wait?
I don't even see Cleveland going to the playoffs.
There you go.
I really don't.
Well, because Travis Kelce said it, Travis Kelce, the last time I checked, Travis Kelce was on a losing team because the last game that the Chiefs played, they lost.
Right now, tight ends are considered 1, 2, 3 to be Kittle or Kelce, and then Waller. I think by the end of this year, Waller will take 1 or 2 in the tight end category.
Okay. Well, thank you, because rolling with Mahomes, who I think is McNugget. Is that you, McNugget? Did you change your moniker? Or is that because I know McNugget was on here earlier. If rolling with Mahomes is McNugget, and Kelce's, you should say Kelce's defense. I haven't seen that anywhere. Okay. Hey, you went to the playoffs last year. That's last year. And you know what? This is this year.
Cap, ask him how many Super Bowls they've won.
Oh, I don't have to ask him because he knows that too.
Uh-huh.
Okay. But in his defense, I can say how many NFL championships have the Browns won.
Right.
And he has a few. He has a few. But they haven't been relevant. They have not been relevant in the Super Bowl years. They haven't been relevant.
The Browns never won a Super Bowl.
No, I said they have not been relevant in the Super Bowl years. They haven't even been to a Super Bowl. They couldn't.
Right, I know. Yeah, right. And they never will.
I say I don't think so either.
Mm-mm.
Okay, and Asylum says we're going to beat the Browns in Cleveland this year.
I agree with Asylum. Asylum's right.
Well, like I said, it's June. It's June. And we don't know how the Raiders are playing. We don't know how the Browns are playing. I'm just saying, as of right now in June, I will say that since it's a weather game, I will give that to Cleveland.
I have read that our linebacker staff is going to be rated number 1.
Okay, Matt, that is wrong. That is wrong. You do not have multiple AFC championships. You do not have multiple AFC championships.
No, he doesn't.
No, they don't. In order to have an AFC championship, that means you have got to be in the Super Bowl. That is wrong. Okay? That is wrong. Now, if you are talking about the AAFC, then you are correct. Okay? Then you are correct. Get your stuff right. It is the American Football Conference, AFC, or the All-American Football Conference. Then you are right. Get your stuff straight. I hate ignorance on this show. I hate it. It's a push-button issue. Get your stuff right. AAFC, All-American Football Conference.
Cap, you're sugarcoating us. You're sugarcoating it. Tell us how you really feel.
I hate ignorance. I hate ignorance, Matt. You know this. That's why
your audience is very intelligent with all sports.
Well, that's why I kicked Matt out the show once before. But you know what, Ed? I'm gonna let you go because I'm gonna talk to Doc Cabral.
All right, shipmate.
Call from.
I'm gonna get him on. I'm gonna get him on here, and we're gonna talk sports as well.
All right, shipmate. You know I love you, bro.
All right, love you too. You take care there, Ed. Be well.
Okay, brother. Bye-bye.
All right. Doc, what's going on? How you doing tonight?
You, man, are you okay?
Yeah, like I said, Doc, you know me, man. You know me for how long, and you know I can't stand ignorance. I can't stand ignorance. And if you're gonna say something, get it right. Get it right. A guy says they have multiple AFC championships, and that is incorrect. It is multiple All-American Football Conference championships when they were the best team in the AAFC. Okay? That's it.
Wow.
And you know what? And Matt Marinovich, I get you. See, Matt Marinovich is the Matt that I like on this show. Matt Bouchane, a.k.a. Skip, is the guy that gets me all upset. Okay? So, Doc, I'm gonna allow you on. I'm gonna talk with Jimmy Farrell. I see you, Jimmy. When we talk, I will put on my Lightning jersey because I want to make it worth your while. Okay, I will put it on.
You want me to hang up, Jim?
No, Doc. You continue to talk. We'll have a quick conversation. I'm going to talk to Jimmy Farrell after that. How you doing, Doc? What's going on with you tonight?
Well, we're hanging tough, man. It was 111 today.
Yes, I saw that, man. It is baking out in the Southwest.
Yes, it is. But we're hanging okay. Life could be a lot worse. You know, God's been good. I just got to remember that whatever little bit I have today, I'm grateful for. And you're one of those things that I'm very grateful for.
Okay.
I've known you for a couple of days, just for a couple of days. But, you know, we go way back, way back.
Yes.
But, you know, I never forget where I come from. And that includes my military time. I mean, I've been all over the world. And doing that it was a lot of fun for a long time. But when the time came to say, you know what, the pain is not worth seeing in it anymore. So I got out, and now I'm fighting the VA. And we'll see what happens when I get done with that. So,
well, my blessings and power to you, man. I hope that goes well.
Oh, it's going to be a little bit, but we're going to get through today first, and you know, one day at a time, it's going to be okay.
Well, good. Well, I hope that you get the VA in your favor.
Yeah, and by the way, say hi to my own family.
I will.
And take good care of yourself, and don't get mad over stupid shit. I'm sorry.
Oh gosh, Doc. Let me see. At 1 minute and 29 seconds. Don't worry. I mean, I know it wasn't meant. I know you didn't mean it. So yeah, don't get upset over stupid stuff. I get it.
Yeah, let go, let God.
I got you. But again, hey, thanks for calling in there, Doc. Always good, Dad.
But love you, brother. Take care.
All right, you take care. Always good to hear from you, Doc.
Okay, bye.
All right, that's Doc Cabral, and Doc Cabral is a Patriots fan, and I say Patriot because he is a true fan. He is a true fan, and he's not a Cheatriot fan because he's been around for a while longer. And I'm going to show this as well. By the way, Asylum, you see that little S that he has in his name? That means he is a member of the ship's galleon. He's a member of the ship's galleon. You too can be a member of the ship's galleon. All you got to do is where it says join, you just say, you push join. And I'm putting on my Lightning jersey because I told Jimmy Farrell that if he called in tonight, he would be dressed and I would be dressed. I want to make sure, am I putting this? Yeah, I'm putting this on right. Okay. And I still got the tag on this, so you guys are wondering, yes, because I haven't taken it off yet. So I'm getting ready for Jimmy Farrell. I want to make sure that I'm in my Lightning gear because the Lightning lost today, and I didn't get a chance. I saw the third period. I did see the third period. So, Jimmy, I apologize. Normally, I would have my Lightning hat is over there, and I'm not going to go off. I'm not going to go off camera to get it. Okay, I'm not going to go off camera to get it. So, is Jimmy ready? Are you ready, Jimmy? Oh, yeah, he's ready. Okay, so I'm going to take this down. Let me take this down. I got to take the brand down. So I want a full shot. And here he is. Jimmy Farrell. Oh, that's awesome. What was that? What was that in your seat?
Yes, it was.
So you got a chance. They sent it to you?
No, I had to pick it up.
Oh, you had to pick it up. Okay. I like that. I like that.
You like that?
Yeah. You like that. That's awesome. Okay. Again, to salute. No, wait. Before I do this, salute to Jimmy Farrell. And I said this, and it was even in my show tonight. I said, I know Jimmy Farrell is happy. If you saw the title of the show, it says, I know Jimmy Farrell is happy. So I'm sticking with that. Jimmy Farrell, how you doing tonight? Now tell me what I missed today, because I missed the first two periods. I was coming home from work, and then I found out that the Lightning were only down 1-0 at that point. They were down because they were down one. No. At between periods 2 and 3, they were down 1-0.
Right.
Because the Islanders scored because I saw their second score. It was a deflected, and it went under. It was underneath Vasilevsky's 5-hole. So that was the second goal. And then the Lightning got a power play goal at the very end by point.
Barzell's was the first goal. Pollock was the second goal, which was a blast from the point.
Yeah, but that was when it was ricocheted, because it hit a player, and then it might have even gone off of two, because no. You look again, because that's the goal I saw. The Pollock goal, it was a blast, and it hit something, it deflected, and then it even went off of Vazzy deflected it, so it deflected at least off of Vazzy at least once. And then it went 5-hole on Vasilevsky.
And the last goal, you can't blame Varlamov, and it was a 6-on-4 power play.
Oh, yeah, no. That and I was surprised that they even and again, it was a power play, and they pulled their goalie. So yeah, 6-on-4, that you're going to get a goal for the most part.
I mean, it's impossible. I mean, they almost pulled it off, but it was too late for Tampa. By that time.
Yeah. But I miss it. So, but I was told the way that the commentators were talking. Okay, the way the commentators were talking, that Tampa just did not have anything in the first two periods at all.
I don't listen to them. I don't listen to commentators from the Rangers. I just can't. I put on my radio on. I listen to my Islander guys. I just don't. They had Brendan Burke doing the West Coast. I don't know why he couldn't do, at least one of my games in this series. It's not right. I'm speaking for all Islander fans. They don't want to hear it. Micheletti, he's another Ranger commentator. Okay, I just can't listen to ex-Ranger players commentator my game. I can't. So I put on the radio. There's like a second or 2 second delay. Actually, the radio is ahead of TV.
Yes, it normally is. Yes,
of seconds. It doesn't bother me. So, I mean, it was a great game. They outshot Tampa. It's like 31 to 20. I don't know. They had like mid-20s. Tampa, as far as shots. The face-offs were even, 31 apiece. Yeah, I was surprised. Yeah, but you know what? This game, I wasn't as nervous as the last game against Boston. I don't know. Maybe because it's the first game. I don't know. I'm getting more and more confident in this team. And they're playing probably the best game they played all the other last two series.
Yeah,
their best game ever.
And like I said, and I said this was it a couple of days ago when we were talking about. I said the East Finals are going to be fantastic, It's going to be two well-deserving teams, and the play is going to be remarkable.
Yeah,
it's going to be remarkable. And unfortunately, like I said, I missed it today because I thought it was going to be like an 8 o'clock game, so I wasn't really stressing it. I did, like I said, I watched when I was at work. I did my work and I did all the things like that.
Mhm.
And see, Gabe is there for you. I'm going to put that up. What up, Cap? Go Islanders. So Gabe, New York sports team, is out being positive with you there as well. There, Jimmy. But it was just like I said. I don't know why the I'm not the Islanders. I don't know why the Lightning played as
They were saying that they asked the John Cooper, "Did your team take the Islanders lightly?" That's a silly question.
no. I don't think they took them wide. They played. They didn't come out sharp.
Too many.
Yeah.
No,
They didn't come out sharp.
And
Yeah.
and Islanders had like 9 rushes versus Tampa maybe had 3. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Again, I didn't see the first 2 periods. I only saw what little of because I came into the house at the break between the second and third periods, and that's when I found out that they were down 1-0. I said, well, it's only a goal, and then was the hard goal by Pollock, that deflected off. I know Vazzy deflected it. I'm pretty sure it deflected. It was a hard shot, and I think it hit a defenseman or one of the other guys. So it went bing, bang, boom. It was like a double tap. And that's why Vazzy had problems with it because, of the one chip, because he didn't get enough of it, and it went 5 on him. So it's like it was a hell of a shot. It was a hell of a shot.
The difference in this series than last series, I found out that your defenseman has no goals, and we have 10. That's all.
Yeah, and I tell you what, the Hedman, who was the Cup Finals MVP last year, normally he scores occasionally, and then Sergachev, who is a very young, gritty Russian defensive guy, he showed. I mean, I tell you what, he's played well defensively, Sergachev, but the fact that Hedman does not have a point, well, he might have done a couple of assists, but I know he hasn't had a goal in the playoffs this year.
I think
that's unheard of.
I think he's hurt this year too.
Hedman?
Yeah. That's what
maybe we'll find out after the year, because I know obviously Kucherov just came back from injury in the playoffs. I know that the captain, what's his nose, Stamkos, he was out for the majority of the year. So they got 2 very important players back at the right time for the playoffs. But, and they played well in the first 2 series, Kucherov and Stamkos. But they, it's been other players. Braden Point, who got that goal today. Braden Point has been playing out of his mind. So
he also played the game last season.
Yeah, and good young kid. And I got a chance to, and that's the reason why I like the Lightning, is because meeting Hedman, I got a picture with Hedman. He's huge. He's like 6, got to be like 6'7". He's huge, and I next to him, and it really and he's easy to talk to. That's why I like the Lightning, because I met the players.
He's a Hall of Famer, without a doubt.
Hedman?
Yeah, absolutely. He's a Hall of Famer.
I would think that at least he's been the best defenseman. A Norris Trophy winner, I think at least several times, but he's been up for it. Or is it Norris is the defenseman, right?
He's up there with Chara. Chara's a Hall of Famer too.
Yeah, Zdeno Chara is definitely a Hall of Famer. Hedman, I think, with the amount of times he's been up for the Norris, probably so. So yeah, I at least in the conversation. At least in the conversation.
Vasilevsky keeps playing the way he is, he'll be in the Hall of Fame too.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Vazzy is a awesome goaltender. Awesome goaltender. And Varlamov is looking fantastic as well.
Yeah, you know what? So nervous last series. I didn't have confidence in him in this past series. I don't know why, but he came through for us, and but he was unbelievable today's game. He was great. You know, and I hope he keeps it up. I hope they win on Tuesday, and you know, be great to put a strangle on Tampa. And the only thing I don't like these 8:00 games. It's too late. You know, it's like turning. Okay, you know, put it on at 7:30. I'm okay with that. 8:00. You know, people on the East Coast, they got to work the next day, and you know, games get over like what 11:00. And if you go to overtime, you know, you're talking, you know, after 11:00 at least.
Oh yeah, I remember watching a Flyers game that went to double. I think it was double over, or maybe even close to triple overtime. I remember it was when Keith Primo was on the team at the time, and also Eric Lindros. And you know, so it's years ago, so like in the early 2000s. Mm-hmm. But I remember staying up for that game and just having to go to work the next day. I was dragging going to work the next day.
Yeah, I mean, it's just too late to put these games on. 7:30, that's fine with me. You know, a buddy of mine wants them earlier. I was like, no, I don't want them on earlier. Like 6:30. You know, like me, I work late. I got to rush home, and sometimes I miss like part of the first period. Mm-hmm. It's 7:30. That's a perfect time to put it.
Okay, well then I tell you what, I'm going to call Gary Bettman up.
Go ahead.
I'm going to say, well, wait. Let's do this the right way. Wait. Gary, brother, how you doing, man? Yeah. No. I haven't. Not since Passover. We're talking Jewish stuff. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. No. Hey, that's what a Jewish father does. Okay, you're gonna have to deal with it. Now he's talking about his daughter. You know the old. You know, marrying the daughter. You know. Yeah. Muzzle tov. Okay, Gary, I got Jimmy on the line. Okay, Jimmy says to put the games on a little earlier. You know, 8:00's a little bit too late for him. Make it a 7:30 start. Yeah. Oh, wait a second. Jimmy, on the weekends, is there a preference for the weekends?
No afternoon games.
Okay. Did you hear that, Gary? No afternoon games. All prime time on the weekends, because then it really doesn't matter, because you know you can wake up the next day late. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Gary. Yeah. Give me the recipe later. Okay. His wife has got a kugel recipe that she wants to try out. Okay. She says the kugel. Gary, good talking to you, brother. All right. Bye-bye. You get on with Gary, and you know they're talking kugel.
You're the man.
Manischewitz, you know, it's Jewish stuff, you know, and it's whatever.
You're the man.
I try.
Yankees are unwatchable. Okay, they are unwatchable.
Who's unwatchable?
The Yankees. They got their starters suck. Okay, they got some hitters, but they're done. I mean, you can't watch this team. Wow, they beat Minnesota. Big deal. Boone's out. I don't want Boone anymore. I never wanted him. They should never got rid of Girardi. Should have kept him.
Right. And tell you what, Girardi is a godsend for the Phillies.
Didi should have stayed with the Yankees. That was my guy, and he's gone.
Yeah. And, well, he hasn't played in the Phillies for about a month now because of his injuries.
Okay. Well, I still wanted to stay, but they didn't want to pay him.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'll give you Gene Carlos. How's that? You can have him. I can't.
I don't want Giancarlo because you're paying a bunch of money for a guy that can't stay on the team. He's always injured.
And Jason Dean, they're unwatchable. Okay? I wish Jason Dean was on right now. They're unwatchable. They stink. Okay?
Okay. Gabe, what link are you talking about? Is there a link for what? Oh, he wants to be on. I get it. Hey, Gabe. I know. Yeah, the link it's up there, but we're close. We're close to calling it a show, Gabe. So I don't want to bring you on when we're close to doing the end of the show. But thank you for asking. Okay, there isn't that. We're gonna check with Jimmy now. Jimmy, I'm gonna ask you these real things now. 6 games. Okay. Will you be upset if I think that the Lightning are gonna make it 1-1, and I think they're gonna at least go up and win one up in New York.
Not going to be easy. Not arena. And let me tell you, your arena was a little quiet.
It was.
I mean, come on, this is playoffs. You know how loud it's going to be. What is it? Thursday night. It's going to be deafening.
Okay.
And
maybe Gary will change the start time for you since we talked.
We're not push it back a half hour. That's all I'm asking.
Now, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me if they don't. Don't get mad at me if they don't. Okay.
But it's going to be deafening Thursday night. And if we win, we score first, like we did today. That's the key in this series. Score first. Take the crowd out Tuesday night. Then try to get another goal, get a 2-goal cushion. That's probably why I was less nervous in today's game. When they got that 2-0 lead, I was pretty confident right there.
Yeah. When they went up 2 goals, I said this game's over.
Yeah.
Game is over because the Lightning are not known for like a machine gun attack. They're slow and methodical.
I think your team is maybe a little step backwards from last year. Not much, like a little. Maybe it has to do with Hedman being hurt. It's not the goalie. I mean, look at the defense. They haven't scored. You got to get your defense. I mean, they're all winning, but
right.
The defense. I can't believe that they haven't scored 1 goal. No.
Yeah, and Gabe is one of you who said the Lightning are going to need earplugs when they come to the barn.
Absolutely. I want to. My son and I want to go, but a friend of mine, his son went today. He paid a decent price for 2 tickets, $4.17. Not bad. It's a lot less than here.
Right.
Here, you're talking over maybe close to 5.
Was that for 2 tickets? For that's not bad. What were they? Lower bowl or were they nosebleeds? Oh, they were up. Okay, all right. That's not too bad.
I would go to one of the clinchers.
Okay, do me a favor because I'm going to use this as a cut. I want you to stand up so that your head is still in the shot, but I want to get your T-shirt on because I'm going to use this as the promo for the. There you go. Thank you. This is going to be my promo shot for the episode because it's me and you with your stuff on, and with Gabe's stuff about the Lightning are going to need earplugs. That is the shot for the night.
With my bobbleheads in the background.
With your bobbleheads in your background. Okay, this is going to be the shot.
And the Raider pack too.
I got your Raider stuff. I got it there. Just don't move. Don't move. That's what we're going to use. Okay. So that is you will see this when it goes to YouTube later on. This will be the YouTube shot. It will also be the shot. By the way, folks, if you missed the show, go to Buzzsprout because I put it up on Buzzsprout. So if you missed the show, come on over to Buzzsprout and we'll do that. So again, Jimmy Farrell says 6 games. I still say the Lightning get, especially if they're down 0-2. If they're down 0-2, then I can guarantee you they're going to win at least one of those games in New York.
I'll take that. If they're up 2-0, I'll take a split at home and try to win it in 5.
Yeah. And I can see that happening. But again, we got to see what Cooper does get in their butts when they lose.
Be careful with Montreal. Be careful. Don't take this team lightly. They didn't win 8 games in a row for nothing. Okay? 8 in a row.
But against Vegas? Come on.
Huh?
Against Vegas, though?
Cap, they never trailed a game. They never trailed a goal in any of their games. Never.
Okay.
They were ahead every game.
Well, see, to me, the smell test just doesn't. I'm not seeing. And again, I know you are more of a hockey aficionado overall, but I think that Vegas will probably have no problem with them. No problem. Okay. At most 6 games.
Looks like the old Corey Price right now in goal.
Okay.
He looks like he's rejuvenated right now. So just be careful.
Okay.
Doesn't play anybody. Okay? I'm getting ahead. I'm just saying.
Okay.
But I'm worried about that team.
Okay. This team. The one right here. Hey, where's your lady? I need to see some elbow tonight.
She's on a phone. She's reading. She's trying to find her resume. We're moving to Pittsburgh, Jared country.
You're moving to Pittsburgh? Okay. Well, better job?
Or her job?
No, is it you're moving because of a job? Is it because of her job or your job moving?
She wants to be close to her grand.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Well, then good. You and Jared will be able to hang out and I can have you on camera at the same time then.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Jimmy, thanks for coming in. I told you I would wear it, win or lose. I told you I would wear it, but I did want to come out with my Phillies because I said, well, at least I can wear my Phillies jersey because the Phillies took 3 from the Yankees.
Yeah, the Yankees. They're terrible. They really are. That game today, I didn't even. I put it on like 7-0.
Yeah, no, I didn't even. Like I said, I was at work. I saw a wonderful finish for the French Open. I came just in time to watch when Djokovic turned it on because apparently the kid was just out. And I was surprised to see 7-6. And again, I didn't see it because I was already doing other things. I came into work, had not seen anything prior to like mid third set when Djokovic started turning it around. But I watched some good stuff. I didn't see the Phillies game, and I missed the Islanders Lightning game too.
And I think the trouble. Kyrie got hurt. No Harding.
Yeah.
Now it's
it's 2-2. You think the Bucks are going to beat them then?
It's a must win for the Nets, in my opinion. Next game.
Well, the one guy's already on record. He said that KD is going to have 40 points guaranteed.
Who said that?
The basketball analyst. It was either, I think, Kenny Smith. It was the basketball analyst for. He said guarantee KD is going to have 40 points in the next game.
Going to play?
No, Kevin Durant.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
You got to be careful with him too. I mean, he's a little fragile. He can get hurt. You know.
Yeah.
If you lose him, you got 3 of your big stars out.
Yeah. Plus Griffin's playing hurt too.
Right. I mean, you got to get these players back, or else it's good.
Yeah.
Next two.
Okay. Well, Jimmy, we're up on the hour.
Okay.
And it's always good hearing from him again. So a salute to the Islanders being up 1-0. Again, it's always good hearing from you again, and that's why I had my jersey ready to go for you, big guy. I was ready for you.
And the other Jimmy's saying goodbye too.
Bye, Jimmy. Bye, the Jimmy twins
Yeah.
on camera at the same time. There you go. All right.
Fran says,
Hi, Captain.
Hi, honey. Remember, hey, just because you weren't on tonight, that means that we're going to the next version. So I gotta have like side boob without the boob. You gotta wear a shirt.
she's laughing. She says, "Okay, sure."
Okay. And then the one after that,
The other,
the full Monty.
full Monty.
Full Monty. Clothed full Monty. The clothed full Monty. None of this stuff that'll get me kicked off of YouTube.
We'll be all 3 of us be watching the game on Tuesday.
Yeah, maybe let's do that. I'll do that. You can call me. We'll watch the game.
Sounds good.
All right. Take care, Jimmy. And what's your lady's name again? Fran. I will get it once I talk to you more often. Then I'll know the name. She's a Met fan, you know. Oh, well, she takes pills for it though.
But they're in first. That's good.
Yeah.
They beat
Wait.
San Diego, what, 2 out of 3 games?
Here, Fran, just for you, baby. Just for you.
They beat San Diego 3, right?
What?
They beat San Diego 2 out of 3.
Mets are surprising this year. I will give them that.
Had like 14 guys out, and they're still in first.
They are surprising.
All right.
And DeGrom is
pitcher in baseball.
I will agree.
No
DeGrom
doubt.
is the best pitcher in baseball. You got it.
He'll
Jimmy,
be so.
You cut out, Jimmy. What was that?
He'll be a Hall of Fame too, without doubt.
Guaranteed. DeGrom in the Hall of Fame. You got that here. Goodbye, guys. Take care, everybody.
Take care.
All right. That was Jimmy Farrell, Miss Fran, Gabe. I'm putting the comment down. It's going to be loud. And Jeff Arguello, thank you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, get up. We understand you got to be out there. It's 11 o'clock, and it's my Betty Bye night time as well. Good night to everybody. Good night to Will. Will is it's midnight in Dominican Republic, so Will, go to bed. Take care, everybody. We will see you Thursday. Remember, the Captain and Wenches show will be next Tuesday, not this Tuesday, next Tuesday. We'll get all the Wenches back. Hopefully, everybody will be good to go. Take care, everybody. We'll see you on the next show. Good night now.
I mean, you can see right now, without LeBron, Lakers are struggling.
Let me tell you about a team I hate, all right? I know the Dallas Cowboy fan is here, so I had to make sure he knew how much I hate this team.
I'm ready.
I've often said that the people who run baseball, they try very hard to ruin it.
I'm from Brooklyn. I don't have a problem saying it to his face. Oh, I'm from Brooklyn. Hey, get us any.
You're listening to the Captain Jack Sports Show on Northeast Streaming Sports.